Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Empowering Industry Podcast. I'm your host, Charli Matthews, and I'm excited about my guest today. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I have had him on the podcast in the past, so I will definitely link that in the show notes so you can go back and listen to him. But Jim, just jump on here and introduce yourself to everyone.
Sure thing. Thanks for having me on, Charlie. It's always a pleasure just connecting with you and catching up and hearing about all the wonderful things you guys have going on at Empowering Industry and Empowering Pumps. So I'm Jim Aubrey. I am the CEO of Kinetiflo Group and spent my entire career in the pump industry, primarily on the aftermarket space with several different companies. Recently appointed CEO of Kinetiflo Group in August of last year, and we're really excited about what we have going on. It's a new merged organization resulting from two world-class best in brand companies coming together and wanting to better serve pump end users and pump distributors throughout the industry.
Yeah, and so I definitely want to dig into that. I want to know what is Kinetiflo, right? I haven't heard that one before, so tell me more about it. But also, you've grown up in industry, right? Like just as a kind of kid, kind of been introduced to industry, and then stayed in it, right?
That's right. That's exactly right. My father introduced me to industrial things at a very young age. My dad was an engineer at a coal-fired power plant. So lots of rotating machinery in that space, whether it be pumps or motors or steam turbines, things of that nature. So kind of gravitated toward mechanical things and started my career as a mechanical engineer, doing field installs of pumps at a variety of end use locations in the country, throughout North America and throughout the world, really. And it's been a great industry to be involved with. Pump industry has always been very good to me, and I think you get what you give in this industry. So if you give a lot, you get a lot back.
Yeah, and so I just want everybody to know that in case they hadn't listened before, because you are about bringing people together in this industry, and that is kind of, bringing like minds together, that mentorship. But I've seen that throughout your career. But you also know your stuff, right? So you have been in the industry, in the mechanical side, in the aftermarket side, like you said. There's so much there. So tell us about Kinetiflow.
Yeah, Kinetiflo is a very exciting new venture that we have going on. It's bringing together two brands, two companies that have been around for quite a while. So the Continental Pump Company is a progressing cavity pump business founded in 1946 by George Heath Sr., and they are headquartered in Warrenton, Missouri, just a little bit to the west of St. Louis, manufacturing really high quality progressing cavity pumps for a variety of end use applications, whether it's food and beverage, water, wastewater, oil and gas, etc. You find progressing cavity pumps all over the place.
It's one of
And
my favorite pumps, actually.
yeah,
Don't tell everybody, but that one, PD pumps and the way that, it is used, there's so many applications and the ones that you don't think of, like, I don't know, pushing strawberries or fish, that won't harm it. And there's so much there.
we have several end users in the wine making space, and so our pumps are used to push the grapes after they're all mashed up and moving through that process on a large scale. Our pumps are pumping the wine. So I'm a big wine aficionado myself, so I think that's a really cool end use application. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, and so yeah, Continental is kind of best in brand there for the progressing cavity throughout North America. And in March of last year, Continental merged with Integrity Pump and Motor. And Integrity is our centrifugal pump manufacturing division. They're headquartered in Nashville, Tennessee, with additional operations in Milwaukee and Lubbock, Texas. Started out really as a vertical turbine and a submersible turbine manufacturing company. And since then, we've branched out into self-priming pumps, vertical multi-stage, end suctions, vertical axial and mixed flow. So really a pretty broad variety of centrifugal pumps being manufactured here in the United States. And just very proud of both product lines. And what we're looking to do as we grow is to continue bringing on more product lines, whether that's organically through new product development, or also looking at doing some strategic acquisitions here in the coming years to grow the platform and really create a one-stop shop for distributors and end users so that they can go to the Kinetiflo Group and one of our companies and get whatever they might need to solve their fluid handling challenges.
That is so great. I'm excited about this, especially like I know in your background and how you're going to be able to really just listen to the customer, see what their needs are, and then you're going to have this resource to be able to give them. How exciting for you too, right? That you're able to do that.
Yeah, and me coming from the aftermarket business, we were always very end user focused, very customer focused, solution minded, and I think that's one of the commonalities that we find between Continental and Integrity is that all of the people at both companies, they're all pump people, first off. So they all came up through industry. Whoever you talk to at one of our businesses, they are technical experts in the pump and motor space, and they'll be able to help solve your issue. But most of these people have been out in the field. Most of them have been pump end users at some point, so they understand the pain points, the challenges that our customers face. They've also seen what has happened with some of the larger pump conglomerates, where the bigger you get, the further you seem to be removed from those day-to-day challenges of our customers. And we really never want to forget that, right? We want to keep our customers' challenges front of mind and make sure that we're helping them out in any way we can. So that's kind of a core focus for us, is just continuing that customer service excellence and keeping that front of mind.
Absolutely. And knowing that you've got those expertise and just really not even just at your company, but all of your connections that you've made along the way too, is going to be so powerful in that. I'm excited. You mentioned Texas. We're going back to Texas for EPIC, the Empowering Pumps and Industry Conference. And so being able to connect with y'all and be a part of that, I was talking about this before he jumped on here with him. I was like, knew there was something in Texas with him. So I'm excited about that too.
Yeah, the facility we have in Lubbock is great because most of our suppliers are located in Lubbock, whether it's the raw bar stock or piping, things of that nature. So there's actually quite a bit of infrastructure built up in Lubbock. It used to be a mecca back in the day for agriculture. So a lot of vertical turbine manufacturers sprung up in that area, and the support systems, right? The supply chain also filled in behind it in Lubbock. So it's a really great place to have a manufacturing facility, just from a supply chain standpoint. Also, there's a lot of talent, whether it be mechanics or machinists, engineers that are in that greater Lubbock area that you can pull from to build some really, really great pumps.
Yeah. Okay. So I have to talk about the fact that you're now a CEO, and that's that entrepreneur spirit to be able to be in that role and kind of move things forward. So with that, like, I know that there's like, I'm trying to say like different resources, different learnings, different things that you had to, as you step into that role, right? And what you see. Is there anything that kind of comes up for you and is kind of making it into the CEO role that you want to do in that position?
I really want to focus on acquisitions, frankly. I want to grow the company. I want to grow it quite rapidly and bring on like-minded brands that are also focused on quality, that are also focused on customer service, lead time and availability. So growing the company that way is a chief focal point for me. We brought on some really good talent the last few months here to the business. We've got a great new product development engineer that's come on board who we feel really, really good about. We have a great sales leader. We brought on some really key salespeople that are going to get out and support our customers in the field. So, just focusing on business growth. I like to spend my time primarily focused on sales and business development. So we've got some great people to work on the back side of the office, and kind of leaving those things to those individuals and focusing on growing the business is what I would like to do.
Wonderful. So we're looking for people who want to connect with Jim, that are ready to grow or to be a part of something else. And I would say, just always do a little rapid fire, but I know I've done this with you before, but is there any kind of new book that you have been reading, resource, or anything like that that you can share with us?
Um, no books as of late. I can tell you I spent a lot of time learning about tariffs.
Yes,
That's
right.
been front of mind. In fact, I have a webinar I'm sitting in on this afternoon. The Hydraulic Institute had a phenomenal webinar that they did for us about a month ago with our trade and tariff expert within the industry. So learning way more about unified, harmonized tariff schedules than I really thought I would ever like to. But that's kind of in front of mind right now.
Absolutely. Okay, so what about music? What kind of music are you a fan of?
I'm a big country guy. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Um,
Sometimes we need to have a country song to kind of get us through sometimes like that we're in
yeah,
right now.
yeah. It
Um,
works out really well with the shop in Nashville. So I love visiting our folks at Integrity Pump and Motor at their headquarters there, and get to stay in Nashville and usually check out some good music while we're in town.
well, you have to, absolutely. It's too many talented artists not to go out there and pick one of them up. Okay, so what is the best advice that you've ever received?
Ooh. Yeah, early on in my career, I was advised to get out in the field and do the field installations. I think that probably benefited me the most. I was getting out and not only seeing how the equipment works and how it gets installed, but seeing the applications and then seeing the challenges that our customers face really benefited me.
Okay, now it's your turn to give advice to somebody else. What would you tell somebody getting into the pump industry?
Hmm. I would say to just continuously ask questions and try and learn something new from everyone you interact with. I think even in my role, I ask more questions than I give answers, right? And I think that's important. Your stock will go up, right, by asking questions. And so just humble yourself and be willing to learn throughout, I think, the entirety of your life, really.
Absolutely. That's great advice. Jim, I'm going to give you kind of the last word. Anything else that you want people to know?
Well, we would like people to go to kinetiflo.com. So that is our new website. We just rolled it out. We got some great videos that you can learn about both of our brands, Continental and Integrity, two world-class pump manufacturing brands. And so go to kinetiflo.com and learn more about us. And if you have any questions, reach out to me on LinkedIn or through the website. There's a great contact us page on there as well.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Well, Jim, great to see you again. Excited for you and the growth of just for our industry as well, with having a key player like yourself and those others that you've brought on board. And so, good luck there. I'm excited to when I get to, and just thank you for your business and being able to be a partner of ours. We've loved working with you so far.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me on, Charlie, and we really appreciate the support that you guys have been giving us.
Awesome. So y'all share this episode. There's somebody out there that needs to hear this that's just like been wanting somebody to kind of grab them up and help them be successful. So Jim's definitely a great person to connect them with. So share the episode, like, subscribe, send me a great speaker. And until next time, be empowering.